perfect pout, glossy lipsticks, nail art, nail varnishes, radiant look, eliminator, sun-kissed look, bronzer, seductive eyes, liner and falsies. Yes, my sweeties, it's time to doll up. So, today with me on the review seat is Nykaa.com. Hello Nykaa, how you doing today? Not so good, not so bad. Really? Then what is it about you that people should know and people should know? Well, people should know only the good things, not the bad things. Now, this review is for all of those who want to know the reality behind the big, flashy, full of razzmatazz Nykaa.com that collaborates with a lot of bloggers and YouTubers and gets a lot of celebrities for endorsements. This is the reality behind what Nykaa really is. So stay tuned with me till I come back right after this lovely second break. For all my lovely listeners, old and new, sweet and true, this review is for all of you. Well, I hope you like the rhyming, and I'm going to start up with my review right away. But before that, I'm going to give you a very, very small information for those of you who are listening to me for the first time and do not know what I'm talking about. I have placed a link in the description box down below. You can click on that and you'll be taken directly to the first review of this series. This is the festivity series because everybody likes to shop and everybody likes to shop online these days. So I'm going to be bringing you one review of an online website, a shopping portal from where you shop, my experience that I have actually had with these shopping websites, so that the next time you shop you can keep all those things in mind, be careful, or enjoy the ride. So let's begin. Now, the shopping website I'm going to be talking about today is Nykaa. Nykaa, as the name suggests, is really weird because I don't know what it means, but to me, for the first time when I heard it, I said, what the heck? Anyways, now Nykaa is a shopping website where basically it sells products related to makeup, that it comprises largely of makeup and a few of the personal care stuff. There are gift sets, but everything revolves around essentially makeup and few personal grooming items or personal care, like that. There isn't any other stuff that you can find on this website because it specializes in this. But as my shopping experience goes, I am going to give this website a 3 on 10 before I even review it for you guys because I've already had the experience with them. So I'm going to rate them as 3 on 10. Now, to begin with, I have placed till date only 2 orders with this website, and now you know, because you get the rating, you get an idea of what I'm really going to talk about. Now, the first time I placed an order, it was last year, and I was quite skeptical because the site doesn't look very promising. It's like just any other local website. By local website, I would mean just like you're buying something from a local random shop that's near your place, and then you buy something from a mall or maybe from a branded, reputed showroom somewhere. I know things get a little fancy there, they get a little costly, but other than that, I mean, you feel you're a little bit more secure, you're a little bit, what should I say, you're going to find genuine products. Even if you're paying, there are 60 to 70% chances that you're going to find good stuff over there. Now, Nykaa as a brand, if you search about it on the website, or on the Google, you will find that it has collaborated with many, many celebrities. It has collaborated with many bloggers, and people are saying this and that, but the reality is totally different. Now, as I said, I have placed only 2 orders till date because the first time I ordered, I was a little skeptical. That was my first purchase, and definitely when I'm shopping for the first time, everybody, especially me, who's investing a lot of money in buying makeup, as you know, it is very costly these days, was in a dilemma whether to or whether not to. I did order, and it was an order basically comprising of lipsticks. Now, when I received them, they were like, I guess one I remember, there were 1 or 2 lipsticks that were broken, and they were not in good shape. I did try to fix them, but it wasn't happening, so I mailed the customer care service people, and nobody responded for 7 to 8 days. I truly remember nobody responded. So I said my money has gone down the drain and nobody is going to refund or replace or anything. And I should say, I wasn't completely satisfied with the kind of services they were giving. So I said, okay, I'll take the loss of this 1 lipstick and I'll keep it with me and let not bother these stupid people. I know I use the word stupid because I want to use really hard words, really harsh words for these people. But since I'm on YouTube and I cannot go all that bizarre, so a very, very mild word that I can use for them is stupid. So I did not bother to reply to them or anything because, first of all, they have there are categories you can shop, you can add the simple basic drill, you all know about that. Now they have this small chat box that appears on the screen when you visit the site. Believe me, on that chat box, I guess hardly, even if you're shopping, if you go at any point of time during the day, you will hardly find anybody on that chatting box. It will always say, we are not around right now, please leave a name and a message and we're going to get back to you. That get back to you never comes because I have tried that a million times and nobody, believe me, nobody responds to any query that you leave. And even if somebody is online, they are like absolutely retards. They don't know, they don't understand what the customer is asking, they don't reply you what you're asking or looking for. Like I remember I was looking for a particular brand of nail enamels and I asked her, do you stock this or this particular lipstick, will it be back in stock or something like that? And she was completely blank. I don't know if it was she or he, but the name there was Amber. So obviously it was she, as I understood by the name. And she said, you can go to the, lipstick column, the makeup column, and there you can see. If it is there, you can buy. If it is not there, then you cannot buy. Now, how stupid and how idiotic is that answer? Of course, I know if it is not there in stock, how can I buy? What I'm asking is, will that lipstick be restocked so that I wait for it? Or will you have this brand this brand of nail enamel on your website? And she didn't answer anything. It was hopeless. So I never really tried asking anything on that stupid, idiotic, numbskull box ever again. And that is why I did not shop for a year from Nykaa. Recently, they were giving out, a lot of discounts and everything. But the kind of stuff, I'm really not a makeup girl, I can tell you that. Now, I have a different story, and I'm going to elaborate on that in a very personal, I know it's going to be long, a long AV some other day, but not today. So I'm not a makeup girl, but I'm a nail artist, and I love doing nails, different designs and everything, experimenting. Itself, I love wearing nail enamels a lot. So I thought somebody, I just get to know that, okay, Nykaa is launching its new nail enamels and I get really excited. And I thought, okay, just forget about the old experience and I will go and experience a new Nykaa, because from the time it was initially launched to this time, maybe there would be some improvements, something better has to come. But believe you me, nothing has changed. In fact, things have deteriorated even more. How they have, I'm going to tell you about that right after this short break. Love me till then. Welcome back after the break. Continuing on, I have divided this segment in 4 mini segments that are going to talk about everything very, very clearly. Let's start with the first segment. Now, this segment talks about what happened when I placed my second order with Nykaa. Now, somebody tipped me off that Nykaa has recently launched its own nail enamels. Now, however, I was late in placing the order because I came to know that now, instead of September, I guess late August, that is when they were actually launched. And I went a little crazy because the colors seemed very nice, very good, pop, shimmery and all that, 30 shades that they have launched, as they say. So I went and placed my order with them, forgetting what had happened earlier, giving them a second chance because everybody deserves a second chance. Now, after ordering, I did ask the customer care service. Mind you, I called up the customer care people. Nobody called me up. Nobody mailed me about confirming my order. No mail, nothing. So when I called them up, they said that you are going to receive your parcel within 4 to 5 days of order. And this happened when I was like a pretty eager, or I would say I was eagerly waiting for my parcel. I called them again after 4 or 5 days. I guess it was the 5th day. I didn't receive it. So somebody picked up the phone and said, your order was dispatched on the 20th or the 21st and not the 19th, and so it's going to be 4 to 5 days from the date of dispatch and not the date of order. That was a little surprising, at the same time very, very irritating, because when you're really waiting for something and somebody bluffs you in this manner, it is not cool. Now, the third time, when even after 7 days I didn't receive my parcel, I called them again, and they said that your order was dispatched on 24th and it takes 5 to 7 business days in reaching you. So every time I was calling them up, every time they were increasing the number of days. Not only they were taking the margin days for the date of dispatch, they were not only increasing the days of dispatch, but they were also increasing the days of receiving the order, so that they should not be blamed or they should not be liable for anything. That was like the final, when somebody is already pissed off and when you say that now you're going to be taking another 7 days, I did tell that person that in case if you have a system like that, you should have told the customer that your parcel is going to be coming in 10 to 15 days. So that I have that in mind very clearly, that I need to wait for 15 days or I need to wait for 10 days and not 4 to 5 days. However, everything fell on dumb ears. Seriously, everything fell on dumb ears. Nothing. For them, it's like, okay, hell with you. We got your money. We got everything. We have your order. So we just don't give a damn as to what you're experiencing or what you're going. Customer to them does not mean anything after post-sales. It's only before the sales, that is the pre-sales time, they're going to attract with different offers and different celebrities endorsing it, different bloggers and YouTubers associating with them. I really do not understand these bloggers and these YouTubers. Don't they know actually the Nykaa services? I mean, apart from the goods that you're supplying, fine, you may be supplying them good. Now you're not providing very excellent kind of products that people should forget about the post-sales thing. You're supplying what everybody is supplying. There's nothing very great about it. So I don't understand YouTubers don't make use of their head and just forgetting that 5 minutes of fame, they just simply collaborate. They blindfold themselves and they collaborate with anybody XYZ, whether they're good, whether they're better, whether they're worse. So now what happens is they give you a tracking number as well. And that is the tracking number of Wow Express. Now what Wow Express is, I'm going to talk about in the next segment to come. That is segment number 2. Wow! Did I sound like Saif Ali Khan or did I really do bad? Well, anyways, please pardon me for that wow, but there is nothing really wow about Wow Express. I don't know what Nykaa actually thinks, but the only thing that they're really good at is collaborate. Collaborate with this, collaborate with that, and that's it. That's the only policy, or I feel that's their only motto in life. So they have collaborated with some Wow Express. I have never heard the name of this courier company, and they have a relatively new website. I feel some functions do not function on the website till now, so I feel that is still in progress and a very new one. So what they do is they give you a tracking number. You go to the website and you put that number. But what happens is when you put that number, can you think? What do you get? The details? You don't get anything. It gives you no data found. And this happened to me for 7 days. No data found, no data found. I did call up in between and ask these people. Now, let me tell you, on calling up these Wow Express people, I paid my own money. So everything was added to my postpaid bills. I'm going to kill these Nykaa people. So I was doubly taxed. Not only I had to pay for what I was getting, but for all the customer care services. I felt they were not giving the services. I was giving them the services. And I was being taxed for it. So when I called up these Wow Express people, the lady said, unless and until we have any information about your package, this site is going to show no data found. So when after 7 days also the site showed no data found, I had to call up Nykaa again. And the lady there, she said, I can see everything on my computer monitor. I said, look lady, you can see it on your monitor, but I cannot see it. My monitor or my desktop, what should I say? I do not have the kind of app or software that you are using, because you might be using something that is there for the employees, something that Nykaa must be using internally. How would me as a customer have that? And definitely as a customer, when I'm not seeing any information about my parcel, that is why I've called up. They use no logic. No logic. Their only concern is just selling and then saying, get lost, come again. And that is what happened. So I wasted my money on calling up this stupid Wow Express. Segment number 3. Now, the segment number 3 is about the customer support people. This is a very special segment, because I'm going to give them 100 thumbs down or even infinity thumbs down, because the first thing, there is nothing called customer service there is no customer care, there is no customer service, because actually it's a customer who's banging his head in the wall to know where the parcel is or the whereabouts of it. As I told you in the start of the video that I had received broken lipstick and I mailed them and nobody responded for 8 days, and when somebody responded after 8 days, she said you have to click a picture, you have to do this, you have to do that. So I said, okay, you can go to hell straight away. Fine, I'll be, I'm taxed with $550, let it be. I'm not going to bother getting into all that stupidity again. So, nobody sends you a single mail when your parcel is dispatched. You don't receive a mail that your parcel is out for delivery. You don't get any information on the courier partners that they have associated with. And when you call up the customer care, you are getting billed, my dear. Whether you postpaid or whether you prepaid, you are being taxed heavily. So, because I told you for a good 5-7 minutes you have to wait after the automated voice for the customer care person, and that person will never ever reply satisfactorily to what you are really asking. Now, I'll tell you my experience with them when finally I called them after 8 days again. That was my last call. I said, okay, fine, if they're not sending it, let it be. So when I called them on the 8th day, there was some Chennai or Tamilian accent kind of girl, so she must be from Karnataka side. So that doesn't make a difference, but I guess people in the South are considered to be really intelligent. Now, whether you give them a script or not, if a customer is asking you something, you need to at least respond to it. I said, ma'am, if you as a customer are being told a lie every single time you're calling up the customer care person, will you lie coming back to that shopping website again? And I answered this question at least 5 times. And you know what she replied? Ma'am, you should wait for your parcel. I really don't have any information about it. And constantly she was, what should I say? She was chanting it. I shouldn't say repeating, I should say she was chanting what was written on the script. I said, do you have even brains to understand what the customer is asking? What happened to all that intelligence in the South? How come do they get 100% marks in CBSE and all their board exams? Come on, you need to investigate that. Now, after listening to that girl, I certainly need an answer to it. So, do you think anything was wow with the customer care services that they were providing? First of all, they say customer care. Who is caring for the customer? Nobody is caring for the customer. As I told you, for them, more important is to showcase, what should I say, when you have, they just want to package themselves good. What is inside of the package is hopeless. And the fourth and the last segment that I wanted to really talk about, because I wanted to give you a very beautiful example of how Nykaa works. Now imagine yourself going to a very, very expensive, luxurious, high-end kind of mall, and then you enter into a showroom which is very, very nicely lit. Everything is in place. There are a lot of offers that are going on, but what you see is it's a haunted showroom. That is, it's an abandoned showroom. There is nobody inside except you and your cart. What you can do inside is you can just roam around through the shop, figure everything on your own. There'll be nobody to guide you. There'll be nobody to assist you. There'll be nobody to take care of you. You just pick up the stuff that you need. But yes, the place which is the most important place in the showroom is outside the showroom. And there will be a person who will bill you for goddamn every single thing. Believe me, every single thing. Last in the list from top to bottom. And after doing that, after taking your money, and they'll simply show the way to no man's land. So you are transported to a place where you are at your own luck. If you get the good stuff, bale bale. If you don't get it, tale tale. So it's just like that. I am absolutely, completely, madly, hopelessly thinking that Nykaa might improve, but I know they can't, so I give them a double under when it comes to, customer care services. Seriously. I don't want to talk more about it because I'm really getting the anger inside. It's building up in me because of all the things that I've really faced and of the bill that I'm going to be paying this month of my last month and all the money that I had to spend on these morons. So I'm going to end this video, and I hope you like this Nykaa review video, and you have to wait for my next video. Sorry, what am I saying? It's not a video, it's an AV. AV, forgive me guys. You have to wait for my next AV because another shopping website is on my radar. And which shopping website is that? You will know soon in a day's time. Love me till then.